Welcome to Mo Squared. We're two coaches, both named Maureen, who'd like to give you tips on life choices. And today we're talking about delight and what a powerful motivator that can be. Mo, a few moments ago, you were talking about delight and your relationship with that. So do you want to give a little brief overview?
Sure, thank you. Now my brain is going, what the heck do I want to share? And what I've discovered in the last couple of months is, I've been saying I say yes to work that I love. And there's a sensation in my body that really helps me to gauge. But then what I realized was I say yes to what delights me, and that's what really lights me up. And I feel kind of giddy at times when that's what the delight sensation brings up in me or lights up in me. And it, oh, yes, it was inspired by me also saying I was not going to fill all my space up in my calendar when I finished my mindful meditation training course. And as I have more space in my calendar from some other course, like the Women Speak coaching training classes are done. So I put spontaneity into my day book as a reminder to myself. And it's almost as if that consciousness, the act of writing that in, reminding me, allowed me to open to the sensations of delight and really to experience it, like just knowing I'd go for a walk or go for tea during my day.
So, so what I'm hearing you say is that you've opened up spaces in your schedule to experience delight, and you've labeled it spontaneity. But the key thing is to give yourself the space.
Yes.
And then I think the other thing that you mentioned was to also ensure that what you're saying yes to gives you some level of delight. And that in and of itself is super energizing.
Very much so. Yes.
Look at you
And
smile.
and that's what happens. But it takes being present and recognizing, if something I've said yes to is heavy and draining, to pay attention. I don't have to beat myself up on that. It's just, information. Thank you. And then on the other side is the saying yes to what delights me and going to Atlin and co-facilitating a vision board workshop at the end of January. It was so refreshing and so energizing. And going, oh my God, I forgot. That's delight also.
Well, and that's almost like, when we say I get to do this,
Yes.
and there's this lightness of being and sort of sense of fun and joy and energy, right? Almost always there's this sort of buoyant energy.
Yes.
And so that fatigue that I might be feeling is suddenly buoyed up with something else. It's like an injection of something good.
Yes. And so that's part of the I'm not sure if it's it's part, I was going to say challenge, but part of the experimentation. I like that word over challenge, is to pay attention. What is it that's lighting me up? How am I cultivating that in my life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so just to wrap things up, because today is a short session. What do you want to leave the our listeners with?
I would love to leave the question of how do you know what delights you or lights you up and helps you to feel energized?
So focus on whatever the sensations that you get, and just to really know, to be able to figure that out for yourself. And
Yeah,
and I might add to that, and my addition would be, experiment with what you think might give you some delight and just see what happens. And 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 maybe uh, don't focus on the outcome. Focus on, does this curiosity, does this bring me delight? And what is that to me?
absolutely. Thank you for that. Woohoo.
Okay, so until next time, if people would like to get hold of you, Mo,
You can go to my website at Caley-Verdonk.com. And you, Maureen?
uh, oh yeah, what is my, oh yeah, Maureen Mayhew, MaureenMayhew.com. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you. And until next time, stay curious and open to experimentation.
All right.